So with no glue on or anything like that, I'm just dry fitting the clasp. Okay. Making sure that it's in there nice and tight. And now I'm going to mark this. Especially on the bottom, I want to get as close as I can. Bring that up for you. Get as close to the actual hole as possible. But anyway, where am I here? There we go. So I have just an X-Acto knife and I have a little ruler. And what I'm going to do, because I can get in there really, really well and I can see everything I'm doing. You can see here is my line, and I know I have not very much of a tolerance, but I want to be back just a tiny bit. So I want to make sure that I can see all of that line, so that my ruler, if that's making any sense, hopefully, that you can see that whole line that I've drawn. Now, I've tried to explain this, and I hope, writing it out is a little bit different when I'm messaging and stuff like that. But what we are concerned about is making sure that this cut right here does not get too deep, otherwise our hole will not cover it. But if we had to make this bigger, we don't really care about that because the clasp actually covers that completely. So hopefully that makes sense. Where's my clasp? So my hole this way, I only have a very small tolerance here, but if my cork inside was cut back to here and to here, or that's exaggerating, of course, it's going to cover it. You'll never see it because it's inside this hole. So I'm going to try to very carefully, without getting my head in the way here and still being able to see what I'm doing, I'm just going to cut through, and I think I've done it. So I can probably just also there we go. There. So I just needed to trim that out a little bit with a pair of scissors. If you don't have one of, a fancy little X-Acto knife, you can carefully do it with like a box cutter or something like that. So, and again, just gonna dry fit this. So there. So you can see it inside here, and I'm back from the hole on each side, but that doesn't even matter. So hopefully that clears things up and makes it a little bit easier for you and not so scary as far as cutting that hole out goes. That's all you want to make sure is that you're down far enough that you can't see the fabric and Peltex and stuff peeking up through that hole, but not so far down that you've cut out at the bottom here. So easy peasy.